Okay, welcome back. You're watching Rise and Shines, the Wednesday's edition. We're in conversation with Mr. Neville Nanayakkara, who's been in the government press as the head of the government press for 24 long years. We were actually talking about the things that you did to change the culture there, and the
to make a difference at the government
that
press.
you actually got in for them. How was it? How basically the unions accepted the fact that you were taking other work for them?
Unions had no alternative but to accept, because when the workers accept, because workers' take-home pay becomes double. So when the workers accept, the unions have no alternative but to accept it. And that was how, during the 24 years, I don't remember a single work stoppage.
All right.
So that is really an achievement, yes. And also, as I was saying, the profits went for religious books as well, and in fact I think I am the only Catholic who has been given a Desabandhu Lekana Kalashuri award by the three Nikayas of Sri Lanka.
That itself shows the impact you have created.
Exactly.
And especially talking about the cultural change that you have made at the government print itself, from, as you call, the union, it's calling shots there for long enough, and then all of a sudden there was a total different atmosphere out there purely because of one person's decisions to actually change the whole thing. How was it that when the governments changed and all that, still for all, they had faith in you to continue?
Yes. Well, I think it's because of the mentality, because the first, now there's a saying that when you every day in the morning, if you think that this is the last day of your life, how will you live, right? Likewise, what I did was, when I entered the department, I always think about my two predecessors, what happened to them, right? So I always come with a smiling face. So workers liked it. I never get angry, and I leave the office with a smiling face.
It was a very friendly environment.
It was a friendly environment, and my type of leadership was quite different, because the type of leadership is where when they win, when we achieve something, I'm somewhere allowing the people to enjoy, and the people have the feeling that we achieved this, not the leader achieved it. It's we achieved it, and I'm somewhere else thinking what to do next.
It's kind of like a secret behind the success, being friendly with the workers and making a very friendly environment for them.
Making a very friendly environment.
Right. So that's how you went on for like 24 long years.
Yes, that's right. That was how my relations with the political leaders as well. So I think I created the same environment at the Red Cross after I left the government. Retiring prematurely, I joined the Red Cross, and during the 5.5 years I was there, I had to handle $800 million worth of rehabilitations in Sri Lanka, and that was a massive task during 5.5 years to control an expenditure of $800 million. We did 88 hospitals, housing, almost 26,000 housing projects, and 26,000 houses, and then schools, water supply projects. Now, coming to, you have any questions more about the garment printing?
But actually, as you mentioned, Red Cross was something that you took over as soon as you left the government printing.
Yes.
And then you've basically been there for 5 long years as Director General. Yes,
5.5 years. And only regret I have about the Red Cross is 2 projects. 2 projects that that would have really made an impact. One project was 400 housing project that we wanted to do in Negombo, and that was for all the fishermen who were living in shanties to be put into this housing project. But there was a lot of political interference, and people went to courts, and courts gave the ruling and reduced the number of houses to, now we were able to build only 80 houses. If you go to Negombo and see the houses built there, the 80 houses, you'll be surprised. It's extremely high quality. And a lot of people were asking, why does fishermen need houses like that? They're saying
they're
that
human.
They're human, and there's a saying that you give a dog a good name, he will live up to it. right? So even now, you go there and see what the difference. They still maintain the quality of those houses. A very close walking distance to Browns Beach Hotel, and the politicians in that area felt that that land be better utilized for tourism. But it's on the other side of the sea. It's not on the land seaside. It's on the land side, and still they have not used that land. That is one regret. And the other was we want to do a project in Maharagam, that is very close to Colombo, and we wanted to move all the shanties. Honorable Jeevan Kumartunga, who was the Minister of Lands at that time, he was really interested in that project, and he gave that land. It's a fairly big land for 800 houses. 800 houses is a massive complex, project, right? It's single story, not apartments. Individual houses with everybody getting about 8 purchase of land, with schools and hospitals and all that. There too, what happened, we got $12 million US just for that project. And there too, there was a certain businessman who said earlier government earmarked this land for him, and he went to courts, and the court gave the ruling that no, it should be given to the early earmarked person, and we lost that project. And that 12 million went to Pakistan. So that is something the country lost, and that is one bad experience, the two bad experiences that we had at the Red Cross.
And we'll certainly talk more about the difference you have managed to, put through at the Red Cross, but right after some music.